Hey YouTube, I got another story. So this one is about Sebastian Rogers. He's 15 years old and autistic out of the Nashville area of Tennessee. So he's been missing and the police have not been able to find any clues. Um no scent was being picked up by the bloodhounds, and over the course of time, the police had to scale back the search. Now, the police is stating that they are leaning towards foul play and they're still actively investigating the crime scene. So, the story that Sebastian's mother and stepfather are saying is that they went out for the weekend, and when they came back on Sunday, he was gone Monday morning and couldn't be found. It is being suspected from their story that he left the home Sunday night. So between the wee hours of the morning, his mother and his stepfather, they looked around, they weren't able to find him. They report him to the police as missing, and then the police aren't able to find any clues on him. He is reported to have been left with a flashlight and no shoes. Now, this is kind of weird because why would someone leave with no shoes? That would be the bare minimum: a jacket, pants, shirt, shoes, and yeah, if you a flashlight if he left in the wee hours. So it's very suspicious. The stepdad had also made comments that Sebastian didn't like being dirty or being outside. So all of it just doesn't make sense. Why would he be leaving the house in the wee hours with no shoes? The stepdad is being looked at by the internet as a suspect because he has a history of domestic violence and he's been married multiple times. He also was set to have a court hearing, and the Sebastian's mother was supposed to be a character witness for the stepdad. Now we don't know what the charges are for that court hearing, but it does make you look at the stepdad as a suspect, just like with all the other cases, that the step parents seem to be the suspects in the missing or disappearance of these children. He keeps mentioning the fact that Sebastian doesn't like to be in the water or get dirty. So I did see a lot of comments saying that he's trying to keep the police and search parties away from maybe any rivers that are nearby. So that might be something that we should look into. A lot of the comments also were saying that wherever they went over the weekend, we need to investigate that area because most likely they probably um disposed of Sebastian Friday, Saturday, at wherever location they went for the weekend. So I definitely think the police needs to look into that if they haven't already and figure out where did they go, and is there any video or uh photo photos of Sebastian on this quote unquote weekend trip with his parents. I also find it a little weird that the mom and the stepdad did an interview regarding Sebastian missing with a YouTuber who only has about 5,000 followers. Now, if you really wanted to get the story out about your son that is missing, wouldn't you want to be on a national stage so that more people would be able to be informed and be aware of your missing child? It doesn't make sense to do an interview with a YouTuber, especially one that isn't that known. Maybe they could have did that interview as secondary, but they definitely should have been doing an interview with national news and, you know, any other people that they would like to do the interview with. I would assume that if you are trying to get this recognition of your son missing, you know, the more people the better. So there's a couple red flags going on. I know that I had watched a video that stated that the stepdad made it known that he was strict. So it could be that maybe there was a punishment gone wrong, like I suspect with a lot of these cases, where maybe he got into trouble, or maybe there was abuse, or, you know, something else going on, and the child unfortunately succumbed to the abuse. So for now, that's all that I know. If I have hear anything else, I'll go ahead and give an update. If you guys hear anything, go ahead and let me know. But this is Sebastian Rogers, autistic, missing, and no clues from the police in regards to where he could have went, what could have happened, and the bloodhounds again are not picking up any scents of him. So is it that he never made it out the home? Is it that he did make it out the home but under, you know, very malicious intent? Maybe I saw a lot of comments saying that maybe the parents carried him out of the home into a car to the location that they went for the weekend. Again, this is all alleged. Everyone's just trying to get answers, like we always are, regarding these cases with these missing children, because a lot of the stuff that comes out initially makes no sense. We're trying to piece together the little bit amount of information that is being released, and also the information that we have is just what the parents are saying. So the parents are going to be very strategic on what they say, because if they are involved and did something to him, they're not going to want the police or the public to pick up on that. Now, the questions that I had was that when is the last day he was present at school? Was it Friday? When was the last time he attended school? Also, again, we need to look into the weekend location that the family supposedly went to. Is it that the search parties and the police need to be looking in that area? I also did see a comment, now that I'm thinking about it, that the stepfather was some type of trucker. I'm not 100% on that, but he would do trucking. So we should look into that as well. There's just so many things that can be looked at, but the police is definitely scaling back their searches and leaning on more of a foul play situation. Again, there's no clues of him leaving. There's no ring cameras. There's nothing. There's no footprints. There's nothing showing that he left, and nothing showing the direction of where he left. So that leads a lot of people to suspect he did not, either one, he did not leave the home and something sinister went down in the home, or two, something happened at that different location where they went for the weekend. But I really would like for it to be confirmed. When is the last time someone else outside of the family seen him? And when was the last time he was present in school? I think that would answer a lot of questions. Again, we just have to let the story play out because it is being investigated. But a lot of times, we, the public, have seen the cases play out time and time again, and we can look and see the flaws and the holes in the stories that the parents are saying, especially when the parents, their emotions are very non-existent or very limited. You have to side eye the parents every time, especially when they're not using the proper platforms to get the stories out. I really am side eyeing the interview with the small YouTuber, because that just doesn't make sense. If your son is missing, you want the world to know. That way everybody can look out, on their Ring cameras, or when they're going out to the store, or just on social media if they're hearing anything, or if kids his age might know of any clues. But again, YouTube, we just gotta let this play out. I will talk to you guys soon. Gotta go.